Welcome back to another episode of Shit I'm 30 with me, your host, Carla Wilmaris, and today I have here with me
Anthony Bertram. Yeah, I get to introduce myself this time. Yeah, you have the fabulous Anthony Bertram here, realtor extraordinaire. How's everyone's doing? Bitch.
I thought you said hair. I said hair where?
No, right. Anyway, hey everybody.
Hey guys. So we had a problem yesterday, since you want to talk shit about it before we get on the live. We recorded last night and it was a great episode. We had so much fun. We were drinking coconut water with coconut vodka.
Because Carla don't have juice in her house.
Right. We were feeling healthy and, tipsy. And again, when it comes to podcasting, there's always something going to happen and you can only learn from being with someone who does it all the time or just from trial and error. Right. And I've never made the same mistake twice, but something again happened. One of the buttons was messed up and I didn't realize that the sound wasn't where I wanted it to be. Right. Could you hear it? Could I have posted it? Yes, but I like to put out the best work possible.
She does.
So I am so thankful that you like to do this with me.
Oh, this is nothing. Listen, I like it, bitch. We could talk shit all day.
When you laughed, I was so pissed, and I go in the room, and Jay's like, "What happened?" I'm like, this, not. Or I think I was on the phone with him. He's like, "He gonna come back tomorrow." He really like doing this shit, don't he? And I said, "Listen, he loves it just as much as I do." And he's like, "Well, yeah, he did go on stage with you and stuff." I said, "Yeah, he loved it too."
I like it. I talk to my friends like this all the time.
Right.
So,
it is just
it's
a conversation.
Great outlet. Yeah, and I'm a very open person. I like talking about my things and like learning about other people's experiences.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
So now that we're back, we added some things. So I didn't want it to feel like Love and Hip Hop where they have to like rehearse what they got to say.
Right. Right.
like they rehearse it.
And you could tell.
Ain't no Love and Hip Hop here. So we're going to start a little bit new and some things that we used yesterday. So they won't have it by the time you put this up. Anyway, I wanted to do for shit you should know. Today, January 8th, here in Florida, I drilled forever for everyone to vote for Amendment 4 because felons would have the right to vote. And I did not know that Florida was only one of like 3 states that didn't have that right. Everyone else, felons.
Really? I did not know that. I thought that was like a national rule.
No, so did I until I had James Smith here, the attorney, and he let me know that no, it's just Florida and 2 other states.
Oh my God. I thought this was like huge for...
Nope.
Like to set the tone for the rest of the states to follow. Florida is so fucking left behind.
So behind.
We are so behind in so many
today,
things.
January 8th, if you were a convicted felon, if your spouse, your friend, a family member, whoever it is, let them know. Go and get registered today.
Yes.
If you're eligible for Amendment 4, you were convicted of a felony. But you have to have completed all the terms of your sentence, including parole and probation. Mm-hmm. So if you're out on parole or probation, you cannot register yet. You need to finish those terms before you can do anything else. And then offenders that were convicted of murder or any sexual offenses can't go register. You still have to do it on a case-by-case basis with the Clemency Review Board. Right. So those are the only 2 felons that can do it. And murder is a tricky one. Like we were talking about it. You said something about you don't want the murderers.
Yeah, because I was like, most people that murder people it's like a psychotic break anyway. And I don't think they're in the right frame of mind to vote on national issues. And sex offenders, the same thing. Right. But you brought up a good point about this young lady that was released.
Centoya Brown, I think her name is. Something along. Sometimes there's murders that are justifiable. I'm not going to say justifiable, but they shouldn't be a felon. Yeah. Or like a sexual offense, like when there's an 18-year-old dating a 17-year-old girl. Right. And then now for the rest of their life, they're a sex offender when they're really not.
I thought it was like a rule, like a year gap, like 2 or 3 years.
It's something, whatever it is. Like if you're 17 and it's a 15-year-old, it's something like that. If you're in high school together, there's an age where you can still be a sex offender. Yeah. And it's not fair. So those things like that are by case basis. That way it's not a blanketed, which I think it's cool. Gotcha. It sucks for the people that were convicted of it, but at least it goes case by case.
Mm-hmm. But this is real big for the Democratic Party as well, because we all know that the majority of people are locked up are people of color, and most people of the Democratic Party are people of color. So this will give us a lot more voting power and kind of tip the scales.
Absolutely.
As you've seen, Florida has become almost purple in this last election. So hopefully we can turn Florida blue with our brothers and sisters that are now eligible to vote.
Right. So if you're eligible to vote, you can go to registertovoteflorida.gov. So register to vote florida.gov, and you can go there. You do have to fill out a form affirming that you have your rights restored before you go vote. So it's super easy. You can do it online, and the next election is coming up. So now that you guys got your fucking rights back, I want you out there midterms. I want you out there for judges. I want you out there for school board votings.
Exactly.
Everywhere
you guys need to understand the presidential election is not the most important election there is. And I'm so happy that us, especially millennials and millennials of color, really turned out during this primary election. This is the most information, I think that anybody has been involved in the primary election. It was the biggest turnout period. So great. Let's keep going. Let's vote for our local officials.
1.5 million Floridians
Yeah.
that are now able to vote.
That's all. That's huge.
Automatically.
That's huge.
Now, if we think about Andrew Gillum, only lost by like this little teddy bitty bit.
Right.
If these 1.5, ooh, I'm telling you.
Right. We need to turn out and be dedicated just like these Make America Great people. Hell, we need to show up.
Trump beat Clinton here by 112,000 votes. Now we have, that's like 1.5, that's 15 times more that we can win. Oh, it's going to be so good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think Trump is going to win next election?
The next election, we still have 2 more years or something like that before we figure. A lot can change in 2 more years.
Or 2020, that's next year.
2020 is next. Well, all of this year.
So it's like a year and a half before they start running again.
It's 2 years because it's a year and 11 months.
No, but I'm saying they'll start running again. But the election itself, November.
But he's already started campaigning as soon as his ass got in office the first time for his second term. But man, this damn this government shutdown and everything like that. This is gonna hurt Trump in the long run when it comes to him rerunning, because
I think his supporters they stick together.
We'll see because this economy is taking a hit.
He did get a lot of people of color that voted for him for certain reasons. I don't know what the reasons
because people were so anti-Hillary.
Yes,
and
he did get a lot of anti-Hillary.
He did get a lot of anti-Hillary, but of course we continue to say that Russia jumped in to help with these ads and everything like that to push towards. So that's a whole nother conspiracy theory.
Anyways,
another episode.
But moving on from the politics, we talked about this yesterday, and I can talk about this forever because it still shocks the hell out of me. There was a woman in a vegetative state that gave birth a couple of days ago. For over a decade, she was in a vegetative state. What does that mean? Basically, she's brain dead.
Yes.
Laying there. She feels no pain. She has no idea what's going on. Her body is just either hooked up or still breathing for whatever miracle.
Life support, yeah.
Basically, a personal life support. Or just... Well, she might be there. Her body's still functioning, but she's not there.
Her
Anyways, this happened in Phoenix. It's called Phoenix Hacienda Healthcare Facility. She went into labor a few days after Christmas, and the staff noticed that something was wrong when the woman started,
Bitch, I don't think she moaned like that. I don't think she moaned like that. But
how do you think she moaned? What
bitch,
kind of moan?
I don't know, bitch. It, like you said, it would scare the fuck out of me, and I would run out that room. All of a sudden, this dead woman. So they did not know the woman was pregnant for 9 months until she started to give birth, and then that's when they went ahead and called the ambulance to come deliver the baby.
They did call 911. The 911 call has not been released or any more case on the information. But like I said yesterday, I was not going to be the one walking in there when this woman for over 10 years starts moaning. That is the devil. I would have thought some crazy. We watched too many movies.
Was possessed, right? I would say, "Oh, not today, Satan, bitch!" I would have ran out that motherfucking room
and sent whatever.
Y'all better go. Billy, the boss.
Billy, go.
Hey, you supervisor, go check that shit out. This bitch done moved. And the bitch ain't moved for 10 years. All of a sudden, this bitch moving.
So when they walked in, basically the head of the baby was almost out. That's another thing I had a question on. The head of the baby was almost out. How did you know she was even having a baby? Are they not dressed? Was the vagina open? Legs wide open? In her vegetative state, she opened up her legs?
Well, when the moaning and stuff, I'm pretty sure they probably expected the body to see what she was moaning for and then to come figure out, like, boom. Or, it's a lot of stuff like blood and stuff like that.
Oh, maybe the blood. Yeah. Okay. I didn't think about the water breaking. Okay.
Yeah, so they probably noticed that.
I didn't think of that. I was like, damn, was she naked laying there? They just walked in and saw her head coming out.
So the frightening part about it is that when the police released this statement, and released this to the public, and as well as Carlos checked yesterday, that they still don't have any leads on what happened.
Nothing.
So many people go in and out of the patient's rooms that it's kind of hard to keep track of it. But since then, the healthcare facility have said they have changed their practices and everything to tighten up on these things.
So one of the tightening ups is that now they have the male employees be accompanied by a female employee. And to me, I feel like everyone should have just been DNA tested.
Yeah.
Well, the men, of course. Just DNA test them, rule them out, and then that'll save time. That'll make every employee more efficient while they're there.
Also you can sell So what was happening in Kill Bill when I brought it up, when Buck did it, basically he will people will pay him and he'll let them go in like for 15 minutes and have they wait.
So
with the, corpse.
I thought about that as well. I said, well, in this, there's females also that could have let their boyfriends in. So you read these stories from like Lifetime or, these crime shows where the man makes the woman do some crazy ass shit.
Right.
You know, if you listen back to the episode with James Smith, the criminal defense attorney, he talks about one of his cases, and it was a woman that they had kids so he can have sex and have babies with the kids.
I did hear about a story like that. Yeah.
So this is one of James Smith's cases, and he was the defense attorney, and she actually got off in some type of way. But the point is that there are men that manipulate you. So it is possible that it was one of the women that allowed someone in.
Right.
And there's a woman that has a 22-year-old daughter that the daughter has about 100 seizures a day. So she has to be there. But she won't leave her daughter's side. And I can understand. I can't even think about the fear of knowing that something could be happening to. Yes. There's all these other patients there.
Exactly. And that's the whole danger of and the risk that you take by putting your loved ones in a healthcare facility. A lot of us don't have the time or the means or the know-how to take care of our sick loved ones. So we do depend on hospice and healthcare facilities to take care of them. But you don't know how they're being treated. And to be raped, that is like beyond what you think. You think bed bugs, or like bed sores
or
and stuff like that.
Or maybe not cleaning them right. Which is still abuse.
Which we freak the fuck out about that. But just imagine your loved one is being raped.
Whoever was on top of her had to sit there until they nutted, bro.
Right. Well, girl, that's grafted. That's not. You just took my bitch. You took
because I'm thinking about this. Like, this is a corpse, basically.
Oh my God.
Woman in a vegetative state is a corpse. So he's just sitting there, like thrusting on a.
But let's think about this baby. The baby was healthy. The baby was born with no issues whatsoever. Just imagine the type of life the kid is going to have.
When he gets told your mom was in a vegetative state, raped, so you're like this baby nobody wanted.
I just want to know the story. Like, did he go back with the family or something like that? And what's just I
don't think that, as far as I know, because a lot of information hasn't been released on her. She doesn't have family.
Oh.
I'm sure more will come out, or maybe the family hasn't wanted to speak yet. But as far as that report on the Washington Post, they haven't spoken or seen any family of hers. So she's just been sitting there for over a. And you know what? I would expect for her not to have any family. Who keeps someone in a vegetative state for over a decade?
I was thinking that's a
Kill me.
Expensive.
Let me go. Shoot me up with heroin like my daddy wanted us to do. Give me a quick overdose.
Shit. My friend does not use heroin at all,
no,
y'all.
I don't.
Nah, she does not. She's just saying.
I got this from my father. My father always said that if he was in a state where a vegetative state, or they needed to keep him life support for myself or Gemelo, which is it was like one of his sons, to overdose him with heroin. One full syringe, and he's gone. And do not let him suffer that way. And I don't want to suffer. I would, even though you don't feel it, you're a burden on people.
Yeah, you are a burden on people. And I just, like I said, just do your effort, do your best to try to go ahead and get me back. Give me about 5 days. We talked about Monday through Friday, but that weekend let me go to Glory and let me go celebrate and turn up with everybody that's in heaven. It's a lot of people I want to see that I get to meet. So
who's in heaven that you would want to meet?
Aaliyah.
Yes.
I will fucking.
And I want to talk to Aaliyah and ask her, did she really want to have sex with R. Kelly?
Oh, girl, now. That's
what I want to know. Because so I started watching the thing last night with Ayana.
Yeah.
And I don't want to. Everybody's watched it by now. And there's so many reviews of it. You haven't. But there's one thing that, first of all, I'm on episode 3, and it's sickening.
I hear.
No, I didn't think it would be that sickening because we talked about it yesterday. I'm like, do we have to cancel him? I can't do a 2-step anymore. But honestly, every song he made had like a meaning behind it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So he produced and did everything for Aaliyah for Age Ain't Nothing But a Number.
Yes, I know. That's the first song that popped up in my mind when you saying that.
So
bitch, of course. I thought, oh my God, but to correlate that.
So he dropped out of high school, and there's a officer from a high school that said he was there every day outside this high school recruiting girls. And what pisses me off even more is that all these adults, all these other adults were enabling this because he was an artist, because he had money. I'm just like, what the fuck? But without getting too far into it, real quick, they were in a bus. So Aaliyah's 12 when he meets her, okay? 12. He starts going on a press, and they would not say publicly how old she was. So they would dress alike, and they would go there. Now she's 14. They showed this one interview when they're like, everyone wants to know. They come out dressed the same. Like I said, they sit on the thing, and they were told, do not ask how old they are or if they're in a relationship. But this one, she's not a reporter, like interviewer, goes, well, everybody wants to know. Everybody thinks, are you guys related? Are you dating? You're just like, what is it? And they're like, we're just best friends. We're really good friends. And he goes, your best friend in the whole wide world. She's like, yeah, in the whole wide world.
Right.
And then they go, well, how old are you? She said, shh, that's a secret.
Oh my God.
And never says her age.
You know, I found out recently that it is a big thing with really rich guys that have a fetish with having sex with young girls, and they would have other women like go out and try to recruit girls and stuff like that.
He was doing that.
And like really would put them on payroll and everything like that.
He was doing that. Watch it so we can talk about it, because, and I'm actually, if you guys have teenage kids, I'm actually having Ayana watch it with me. So I could sit today and watch it, but I'm not until she gets home from school and finishes her homework.
I was going to ask, how was that? Was that
so we were talking about it. To me, a little bit, because I know that she knows what sex is, and she's been reading about it, and so she knows. We've had the talk and all that. So I'm like, you know what, this is a good time, because she's so interested in sex at this point in time. And you know, you're interested in, at that age, you're a teenager. You know, people are talking about it. But I want her to understand how it's not always pleasurable. It's not always, oh, because you love me. She hears all these women saying, but he told me he loved me. He told me he was going to take care of me. And that's when he had sex with me. So I wanted her to understand. I'm like, do you hear that? Do you see this? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, you have sex when you want to,
right? And
when you love someone, not for something. Because every single one of those girls were doing it for something.
You know, my mom and stuff was very open about sex, and my whole family is. So we were able to have like crazy conversations, and it never made either me or my sister want to go out there and have sex like at a very young age. We were not one of those kids that was doing that.
I'm hoping that she's not like that. So, I'm pretty open with her, so I'm hoping that
my sister didn't lose her virginity, and I shouldn't say this, but probably like 19 or so, and she had her first baby at like 23.
Ayana's dad was 19. I was his first.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Get out of here.
How was it? It was trash, wasn't it?
It
the first time.
Well, he didn't even come. Ayana's a pre-cum baby.
Girl, I'm done. I am done. Bye, bitch. I'm done. Girl, bye. This is my last time.
I told her that. So my first conversation with her, our sex talk, I said, have you heard of pre-cum?
No,
do you
the
know?
fuck? No, you did not.
So I said, breathe.
No.
And she breathed. And I said,
bitch, you a dumb.
You a pre-cum baby. It's real. You see how you breathe and taking up oxygen? Yeah, that's how I know it's real.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was during the Bush. He was running for president. It was September 30th. It was a debate going on.
And y'all was hunching during the debate.
Yeah.
Well, at least you can recall, like, baby, I can tell you about when you were conceived. Like, I remember. It was very short. It probably wasn't short. She was a pre-cum baby, because it was short.
It was quick. He was a virgin. Child. He lost his virginity.
Your little fast ass. You was experienced, honey.
I was not. I had only been with one person.
1,000 times.
No, not even. Shut up. Mind your business. I was not fast. I was 17. That was pretty. Let me shut the fuck up. Anyways, so moving on from shit you should know, I want to let you guys know that kids are back in school.
Yes, the fuck they are.
There's no more 3-week vacation, 4-week, 5-week, however the fuck that we're off. It is a holiday for me. So you guys celebrated Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, Three Kings, all this shit. I celebrated back to motherfucking school. And yesterday I dropped her off. That door opened. It was the best feeling in the fucking world. I said, get out. I don't want to see you till 4 o'clock. Sure. And then this morning, I woke her up bright and early. And I dropped her off right in the front. I was just like, it feels so good.
Today, I guess, was the first day back to school in Jacksonville. So I was calling my friend, and she was like, bitch, I'm so happy. I can't wait to drop this girl off drive. I'm going to kick her ass out and keep going.
You've recorded with me enough. How many times you think I could have been able to keep that door open?
Yeah, no.
How many times would she have walked into this bitch already? About 5.
Child.
She just don't mind her damn business.
But now we talking about the whole now I'm gonna tell you why I hate motherfuckers going back to school. For example, I'm on my way to the gym today, and I have this whole thing about me trying to make it to the gym at 5:30, 6 o'clock. Right. So I got out a little late. I left around 6:40.
You text me before 6 o'clock.
It takes me forever to get ready.
For the gym?
Yes, girl.
Why?
It's a whole process, because I got to drink my pre-workout. I got to listen to my music. I got to call myself a bad bitch in the mirror about 10 times. I'm so serious, bitch. That's my affirmations in the morning.
Come on. You can do that on the way to the gym.
So I'm starting to do that, which is cutting my time. Like, usually it just take me like a whole hour to get ready to go to the gym.
Ay, por favor, fucking
I'm
Anthony.
so serious.
Get out
So
of
now
here.
I'm trying to cut it down. But anyway, so I'm on my way to the gym. So it's just so happened to be school time. And I'm trying to get like, just driving down Dr. Phillips High School, and here come a little young motherfucking little boy in a fucking red Mustang, just acting like he in fucking Fast and the Furious, just zooming in and out. And bitch probably got a fucking learner's license. I'm gonna tell you right now, if one of you bad motherfuckers hit my motherfucking car, I'm gonna fuck you and your mama up. Cause your mama should have knew better not to buy you this motherfucking car with your young ass. And your motherfucking ass should know better not to fucking drive like that. Hit my motherfucking car, I'm fucking you up. I'm telling you, and I'm gonna motherfucking sue for everything, bitch. I'm gonna break my toe on purpose, bitch, just so I can sue. And then I'm gonna sue for motherfucking fucking.
Not your toe, friend. You're gonna get fat again if you do your toe because you can't work out too good.
Bitch, I'm having money to pay for liposuction. That's gonna be another thing. It's gonna be emotional distress, bitch. So, bitch, I'm gonna come up with some cases, bitch. Right? You fucked my whole way of living.
I was out driving. It was 5:48, and I seen a bus, and I was like, "Damn, high school's early as fuck." And I remember those days.
Right.
And then coming back home, there's Oak Ridge High School. I was stuck in that traffic. So then I got off at around 7. School started at 7:15. So I'm like, damn. And then there's the school lights, so you have to slow down.
Right.
But then the bus is coming, you can't pass them. Oh, it was.
And I was thinking, like, why do people go to the gym so damn early in the morning? But I guess you got to go to beat the damn traffic, so you won't be sitting there for forever.
Well, no, people do it because they go to work at 8:30.
Oh,
that's what happens, friend.
Yo,
not everybody can have mimosas in the middle of the day like us. It's what time is it? Noon.
Yeah.
And we're drinking
I was
mimosas.
up working until like 10 until I went to sleep last night, and I woke up working, and it's just I continually work.
And you have contracts, sir.
Oh yeah, multiple contracts. Yes, I do. Yes, friend. Yes, friend.
My friend is just out here killing it.
Yes.
It's a new year, new contracts, new money, new him.
Right, like we were talking about yesterday. My goal this year is to do $10 million in business as a single agent, and I'm already $1 million on a contract that is closing within the next 30 days.
He's 10% in.
Yes, 10% in. So I'm ready. Like anybody that's looking by a sale, now's the time. Your boy's hot. Let's do it.
Hot. He got all the houses, all of them. So I wanted to give you guys 3 tips to how to get back into the swing of things, because although I am overjoyed, I am happy, I feel free, I can now take a shit without being disturbed. Like, it's just great. Like, I came back from dropping her off and I sat on the toilet for a little bit, and it's just like, oh, this feels so good without her telling me, can I come in and do this? Or what? Leave me the fuck alone while I'm pushing this turd out. Girl, let me be.
I understand. Roscoe aggravates the fuck out of me, so I can imagine having a child. Bitch, yes. I grabbed my motherfucking headphones to go, and the only thing you hear is them little nails on the tile floor. Like, and I'm like, bitch, move. Get off. Stop running up on me, bitch. You pissing me off with that.
Whenever I'm in the bathroom, Ayana all of a sudden needs my hair products, needs my whatever makeup brush. She just needs to come in and tell me something that popped into her head. It's just like,
love.
Whatever.
And then she the only child. She was sitting up here yesterday, and I tell you, this girl had a whole concert in her head. And me being under the influence, I'm not gonna say which one. I'm just sitting up here just staring at this damn girl, and I'm like, child, she having fun. Like, she just had all by herself, all thoroughly entertained.
Yeah, she is. But then she also bothers me. But anyway, so how to get back into the swing of things? If you're working a 9 to 5, which I've done for so many years, or if you're working on your own. We've been on vacation for a long time now. We've been eating nasty, and it's just a new year to just start over. And not necessarily say it's a new year, new me, but whatever you didn't like from last year, it's a good time to reflect back.
Yes.
So that Sunday or every night this week or for the next 2 weeks, give yourself a pep talk that night before. Say, I got this. Get your clothes together.
Right.
Write down what you're going to do for the next day. Take your notes on your phone and say, tomorrow I want to accomplish A, B, C, and D. That way, it doesn't matter what time you get them done, as long as you get them done. Even if it's at 11:59, that morning you wake up and you're like, all right, think of positive thought. Today's going to be a good day.
Right.
That's when I woke up. My alarm clock went up at 5 o'clock. I was like, it's going to be a good day. I'm probably going to crash about 1, 2 o'clock.
Yeah,
but it's cool.
It's cool.
Because I'm going to have a lot done by then.
I'm going to have a head start on the world.
Absolutely.
Waking up that early, and it's changed. Because, friend, I was not a morning person, especially when I stopped working in corporate America and started working for myself.
It's so hard.
Please, I was waking up at 12 o'clock. But then I also found I was so unproductive, because by the time I actually got up and got ready, everything is about to fucking close.
Especially now in winter, there's no sun by 6 o'clock.
There's no sun by 6 o'clock.
So if you get up at 6 a.m. and you're out going, or if you go to work at 8:30 and your kids wake up about 30 minutes before your kids do. That way you have some time on your own. Like, I don't have to hear her.
That's what I was about to say. Take some time for yourself, friend. You're right. And your affirmations, like she said, say it the night before, but saying affirmations daily, every morning, like, positive thoughts.
I'm a bad bitch.
Rich, I'm a bad bitch. Whatever you have to affirm to, say it. Today is going to be a productive day. You say that to yourself several times in the mirror, and you actually believe that. Yeah. And I promise you, your day will go smoothly.
It'll go so good. Now, ease your way into your new goals. We now have goals about losing X amount of pounds. We have new goals about starting a new job, looking for a new job, all these extravagant things for the year. Want to have a new baby, want to get a man. ease your way into it. So if your goal for 2019 is to start working out, don't start 5 times a week. So today I actually DJ my trainer. So if you're from Orlando, you get in the opportunity, you can come work out with me, and it'll be a lot lower the price than it is a one-on-one training because you're not working out with me, alongside of me, with DJ training us. If it's up to me, I'm gonna help you cheat.
You're right.
And I did try to help. I cheated today.
I hear Carla always cheat, and this is why I should never work out with her. And I don't. And I've never asked her. This is why I have a trainer that counts my reps, and he does not let me slack. So if you want to come work out with DJ alongside of me, hit me up on a DM. So I had one of my listeners was like, I want to do it. So she came this morning for the first time. I don't know if she hasn't worked out in a while, but she's like, I'm out of shape. I want to get this. I want to get it done. Right.
So she committed herself and showed up today. And I know it had a lot to do with the fact that she took a pre-workout and she was doing an intense workout.
Yeah.
And she threw up 3 times.
Yeah.
And she messaged me. She's like, I'm so embarrassed. And I said, embarrassed for what?
Girl.
You made it here at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
People are still asleep. They still waking up, eating bagels and extra cream cheese.
You're working towards your
here,
goals.
right?
Yes.
You started. There's nothing to be ashamed of. So she's going twice a week, not 5. Yeah, could she lose all her weight in 2 months if she comes 5? But that's not realistic.
You'll burn yourself out that quick, and you're less likely to do it.
Keep going and make it a habit.
Exactly. And you need to give, especially saying that she just threw up on her first 3 times. That lesson, she has to get back in the swing of things, right? I don't know if she was active before or not, but starting in the beginning, that shit, it's a lot on your body.
Fucks you up.
It does.
I take a month off and I go back and it's awful.
Girl, I can't go no more than like 2 or 3 days. And if by that second day I start feeling like crap, that third day I don't know who.
No, I feel like crap, but it's cool. And then
you don't give a fuck no more.
You feel so much better.
Yes.
Have a big bag of potato chips. So another thing is that we start a new habit. So whether it is working out or it's spending time with family, you see your friends and your family more often during the holidays. So if you enjoy being around your friends or being around your family members, make it something that you're gonna apply throughout your year. So it might not be every day or as often as it was during the vacation time, but you can go and have out for a coffee or a drink, or like you said yesterday, lunch.
Yeah.
And say, let's go and do this. Don't take it overboard because you don't want to get drunk during lunchtime, or you don't want to show up drunk to pick up your kids from school.
Right.
But have a coffee, a drink, or some lunch with a friend once a week, maybe twice a week, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something quick.
This is, since it's the beginning of the year, it's a great way, like she said, it's just to develop good habits. And she did bring up a great point one time saying that, we spend a lot of time with our friends and families during the holidays. So, and it feels good. Why not keep up that habit?
Sometimes we end up saying like, oh my God, last time I saw him was during Christmas. Or last time I spent with them, it was during this.
Right.
It's like, oh.
Or those text messages that you get like, Merry Christmas. And you're like, bitch, I ain't talked to you all year. And it's like, well, continue to keep that relationship.
Right.
Like, we are social creatures. Let's be social.
If you texted me Merry Christmas, there's no reason why we shouldn't have lunch at some point during the year.
That's how I am. I am more inclined to hang out with you than I am to sit here and text your ass all day. I'm bad at responding to text message. You either have to call me or you have to say, Anthony, let's meet here at a certain time in order for me to show up.
That's like I feel so bad sometimes. I try to respond to as many DMs as I can, and I try to have conversations, but I forget.
Yeah.
And I'll be in the middle of texting you, and then it's like something comes up. Like I have ADD for real. So I'll just start doing something else, and I'm like,
Right.
I forgot to text you. And they're like, I texted you. I asked you for something, and I'm like, oh my God, you have to call me.
Yeah.
Get me on the phone and answer your questions. Or if not, I'll forget. I'll be over.
My business takes all of my attention. Like my business transcends everything. So I only have a limited memory space and everything. I can remember a fucking contract and what was on there. Now, if you ask me about something, yes, I don't know, girl. Now, listen.
I don't quite remember.
So yeah, call me. Let's have experiences. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. I just know that I'm trying to be summertime fine. I want to be in a 2-piece.
You and I both.
You and I.
Yeah.
You gonna be in a 2-piece?
I know. I said I'm be in something like a 2-piece.
Oh, you said a crop top.
I'm gonna be in a crop
shorts.
top and booty. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna be walking around in a crop top and a booty short. My stomach is gonna be motherfucking flat with my motherfucking abs showing.
It's gonna be on flat and the ass on fat.
And my booty and my quads and my hamstrings finna bust out these motherfucking shorts, bitch. And these motherfucking broad ass shoulders is finna fill out this motherfucking crop top. Bitch, y'all ain't gonna know what to do with this motherfucking hourglass figure. I'm finna fuck y'all up this summer, and I'm not playing. We talked about our fucking about our boards, our vision boards, and on the top of mine is savage, bitch, and glitter, and that's exactly what I'm giving y'all, bitch. It's savage season.
And mine is fearless.
Yes,
I won't have fear with this food that I think.
She ain't scared of no pounds, bitch.
I'm not scared of these pounds.
I ain't
Come
scared of
on,
no damn
baby.
carbs.
You see all these 21 pounds sitting on me heavy?
Bitch.
I ain't got no fear of them.
Bitch, you so crazy. You telling the story about your doctor telling you about that 21
I'm not gonna
pounds
tell no more. So if they wanted to hear, they better get on that live. They got till tonight to watch it.
They're getting 2 free shows and so if you follow us on Instagram, you're getting this way before Carla even drops it because you go live on this on Instagram and Facebook. So yeah, plug Tony _the _ realtor. I'm gonna do that again towards the end of this episode. So stay tuned.
So when the episode from yesterday crashed, I was like pissed off. I could have punched this damn wall. I get so angry at myself.
She scares me, child. I clutch my pearls when she get mad, bitch. I'm like, oh my God, bitch. It's been a long time since.
I just get so angry. I'm like, come on. Why does this happen to me?
I'm scared she gonna hit me, bitch. I'll be ready on that. I'm gonna call police on your ass. I'm not fighting your Spanish ass. I'm calling the cops. I'm calling bitch. Put your ass in jail. That's what you have to do.
I changed a lot, and I'm not putting hands on people anymore. It's a new year. It's a new me. I'm working on it. I mean, don't push me. Mm-hmm. I won't do it for no reason. But I have a button. You could push it 1 time, and I'm still good.
Right.
Push it 2 times, I might cut your ass out.
Right.
Push that red button 3 times, I'm gonna fuck you up.
And we talked about it. We have triggers, right? We talked about this in an anger management episode. And I know my triggers, so I be trying to tell y'all motherfuckers to stop talking to me. And when I tell y'all that's the one, and leave me the fuck alone because you're gonna get your fucking feelings hurt. And if you take it any further than that, now it's a thin line between disrespect and you getting your ass whooped. I implore you not to cross that fucking line. So just go ahead and
the line is black, bright, thick. You could see it.
Right.
The button is red.
Red.
Do not.
And I'm telling
push
you,
it.
don't push it, bitch. I'm screaming to you, don't push this fucking button. You push it. So I'm still
if these
working.
words don't cut you, these hands will. So leave me the fuck alone.
We can't be 31 in fucking jail. Podcaster and realtor fucking got arrested today for assault, bitch, with a deadly weapon.
See, and I don't want a mugshot.
Yeah,
I don't want a mugshot.
I don't know, bitch. I'm a serve in that motherfucker. I'm learning my.
How was your mugshot when you got arrested with your sister?
Bitch, oh girl.
Was it good?
No, bitch. My hair wasn't cut, bitch. And you know I'm bald, so I had to sit here live, bitch. I look like somebody homeless. And then I was in my I was going to run that day, bitch. So I had my workout clothes, bitch. So I got arrested in a bright green motherfucking Nike shirt, bitch.
With a
receded fucking hairline, bitch. Because I had a hat on when I was running. I said, bitch, I'm gonna cut my hair later. Mind you, it's Thanksgiving. I'm gonna get cute later on today.
You see, bitch, that's why we can't be fucking people up unless I got my makeup on.
So make sure you cute when you get fucked up. Think about it when somebody try you, bitch. Like, do I look cute to go to jail today? Am I cute enough
for this mugshot?
Yeah, bitch.
Because if it goes viral, we can be like that prison bae. Felon Bay, or whatever his name was.
That's exactly what I'm serving.
And now he's with that billionaire, billionaire.
The heiress, bitch. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be me.
So I'm gonna make sure I'm fine as fuck when I fuck you up. Just know. So if I look real cute and you trying me and you're pushing that button, this is a warning. I'm warning you guys.
Yeah.
If I'm cute and you're pushing that button, you're gonna get fucked up. Because I'm trying to go viral.
That is not the day to
I'm
fuck with
trying
Carla.
to go viral. Okay. Okay, just kidding. So the new year 2019, we talk about friendships. And I've done a friendship episode anymore, but it's just like loyalty, being loyal to a friend, being a good fucking friend in your 30s, because we don't have a lot of friends anymore. We really don't.
We're at this age where we've been living for 30 something years, right? And I'm sorry, you should know what the fuck the good friend. You should learn that in motherfucking in the sandbox, bitch. That should have carried over into elementary school. That would have carried on the motherfucking football team and in motherfucking high school when you was marching in the band. Bitch, you know how to be a fucking friend. So at 30 years old, your motherfucking ass know I'm cutting you motherfuckers off, and I'm still cutting you bitches off because I can't cuss you bitches out for doing stupid shit.
We don't want mugshots.
We don't want mugshots. Exactly.
But we do want real good friends. So sometimes we lose our ways, and we're humans. We make mistakes, and you can have a problem or an argument or a disagreement here and there with your friends. But how to be a loyal friend? And sometimes I don't think people understand what loyalty is. So I looked at the definition of loyalty. And the definition of loyalty is the ability to put others before yourself and stick with them in good and bad times.
Yes.
So a friendship is like a relationship, like a marriage. It's just for better or for worse.
Right.
There are going to be low times within the friendship. There are going to be times where you guys don't agree on everything.
Right.
But if you guys are true loyal friends, you should stick there. So I have 4 bullet points as to what it is that you should do to be a good loyal friend.
Right.
So number 1 is express how you really feel.
Uh-huh.
And both of us are so out there and extroverts, and we speak our feelings that it's pretty easy, but not everyone is like that. You know that, Ant, right?
I do. And I try to take that into consideration when I'm having conflict. I try. But you should have enough information to know how to deal with me if I don't have enough information to deal with you, because you know how I am. I'm a very open book.
Correct. But you do have enough information about them. Their feelings are shut down. They do certain things a certain way. So just because we voice ours, they show us theirs.
Right.
So I figure just express how you really feel. Don't sugarcoat your feelings when you're speaking to your friends. Like, if you're telling me something that you want to do with real estate, you're like, I'm like, I wouldn't say, well, I wouldn't do that. Well, that's a bad idea. And leave it at that and walk away. That
it's like,
makes you feel some type of way.
Yeah, bitch, you burping up for
I'm
that
burping up a
motherfucking
fucking
champagne.
storm.
Exactly. I told her. Whew. But no, you're right. And that's why I try not to do. Your dreams may not be my dreams. You may see something that I may not see. My job as a friend is here to support you. Now, I'm going to tell you, now listen, this is just my opinion. Now, whether or not it means anything, it may not. But I'm just going to give you my opinion, take it or leave it. But girl, either way, I'm here to support you, right? So, yeah.
I mean, I have my best friend. She has all these dreams that she's going for, and she wants to be a fairy one day. And if y'all follow me, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. She wants to do all these different things, and I tell her my door's always open. If you need my help on branding or do whatever, come.
Yeah.
Realistically, though, I will help you if this is truly what you want to do. Don't waste my time.
Don't waste my time. That's my main thing. Don't fucking waste my time.
So you do what you want to do. I'll support you once you're doing it, but I don't want to support just ideas out rumbling around. But I will tell you what I think about your ideas, and I'll be vocal about it. So, or if you feel some type of way, if they did something to you, be like, I really don't like that you did this to me.
Right.
It made me feel this way.
Right.
You know, and then just let them know. They'll just be like, I'm fucking over you, and walk away. What do you mean? No, you can't do that.
Right. But you know, it also has to work both ways as well, right? You know, support. I want my. You know, you need to support me just like I support you. I go hard for your ass. You need to go just as hard for me. And may not be just as hard, but in a different way, you need to show some type of way.
That's actually one of them. So we'll go into that one. The other one is don't engage in gossip.
Okay.
So I will say one thing. So you and I have just become friends, like hanging out all the time very recently. So our friendship is very, very new. Yeah. But there's one thing, and I remember talking to a really good friend of mine, Danny, and telling my boyfriend the same thing, and to Dex. I was like, I really enjoy being around you guys, and the Friendsgiving, all that. I said, we're not talking about anyone.
No. And
we're having fun. We're hanging out. We're drinking, and we're just talking about what's going on with us and what's going on out there in the news, and just having adult conversations and playing games. And I didn't feel like I was sitting there in a place where it's all gossip, and I have been around that.
Yeah, 100%.
Group of people that just
gossip.
I don't know, they enjoy just talking about other ones.
You know what? This is one thing I can say about my circle of friends. You know, all of us are very like outgoing, aggressive, A-type personality people and everything like that. So you will think that we sit down and might think about.
I was scared. I'll tell you, I was scared to go in there. And I'm like, I just don't know, because there are past friendships of mine that overlap, and it's places that just a lot of things overlap between your group of friends and mine, but nothing was brought up, and it was just
we don't do that.
Dope.
Everybody has fucking businesses to be run. Like everybody in that room is working towards something. It's just like I don't have to. We don't. And I realize that
the ones that are out there and spending their time drinking wine and talking about others, they ain't got nothing
got a
for
pot
themselves.
to piss in,
right?
At all. But it is what it is. I don't, I understand that conflict is from perspective as well. You may look at something totally different than I might, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's right or wrong. So one thing I would not do is go out and slander people's name and gossip about them, because I don't want people to do that about me. My business is my reputation. So
I don't want anyone to ever say, if someone says about me, Carla's a lot, I am. If someone says, oh, she's loud, I am. She's opinionated, I sure am. Can they say she's going to sit here and do you wrong? Never.
Not at all. That's
because I will stop talking to you before I sit here and do something negative to you.
Exactly.
Or I speak of our secrets. I said this before, and it's like, if we have a secret, and that's going down with me to the grave. There's no reason for me to be telling anybody else's deep, dark secrets that we had because we were friends at the time.
Right.
Our friendship ending doesn't end that confidentiality that we had at one point in time for it to tell anyone else. So just don't engage in gossip. If they start doing it and you're uncomfortable with it and you're just like, it might be a little too much, just be like, all right, switch the conversation.
I let them know real quick, hey girl, I'm not here for that, bitch.
Because if they telling you some business, keep in mind, they gonna tell somebody else too.
Oh yeah, I pay attention to stuff like that.
Like there's a lot of things that I talk about that are very known. And it's like, oh, we know this, but there's certain secrets that I'm going to keep to myself just because there's no, it's not going to help me or you in any type of way.
Exactly.
So there's no point in getting into that. Another thing, this is one that it's big for you in your friendships, and I have them too. Follow through with your commitments.
Yes, friend, go ahead.
Listen,
go ahead.
Show up for your friends when you say you will.
I am a man of my word, and I live by that. That is something that is deeply rooted into me. So if I'm telling you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna do it. And if I cannot do it, I will let you know in enough time, like, hey, I can't do this. I'm very respectful of people's time and people's energy. And so yeah, just listen. If you make a commitment with me and you break it so many damn times, you ain't got to worry about it no damn more. Because I won't ask your ass no more. Because I don't like to be disappointed.
Right.
So, and it's just like, stop disappointing me every single time. It's disrespectful to me.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know you're not gonna make it for whatever reason, there is nothing wrong with sending a fucking text or calling and saying, listen, I can't make it because A, B, and C. Right. Even if it's an excuse that it might not be greatest to me, don't keep me waiting.
Don't have my ass at the motherfucking bar for a whole hour and a half, bitch.
Wait.
Where I'm sitting on waiting at your motherfucking ass to come, bitch. May have me sitting at the motherfucking bar looking like a lonely motherfucking. I don't mind drinking and eating by myself, bitch. I do it a lot, bitch. I'm a loner too, as well as I'm social, so I don't have. But if I'm sitting here looking at the door waiting for your ass to come in, bitch, and it's been a whole hour, you can kiss my entire fucking ass, and you ain't got to worry about my ass ever asking you, bitch. You won't get a fucking invite again in 2019 to go anywhere.
Okay, but wait, friend, wait, hold on. I know this is fresh. I'm gonna need you to breathe. Take a sip of your mimosa, friend. That one was fresh. It's okay,
girl. But that's what I'm saying, though.
It's very inconsiderate.
It's very inconsiderate. And I'm like, is it me? Is it just me? Or is this shit not common sense? Like, I think people should just have respect.
Common sense is not common sense, though. It's not so common.
And then my whole thing is I started questioning our friendships and stuff like that, too, because I started questioning what type of person you are.
But you can't do it that right, because you have to look at it as a whole. You have to see the entire picture before you just judge the friendship off of a trait of the person that you don't like.
Yeah, and I tend to go deep into things. Like I always see like surface things, surface actions has deep rooted feelings, and I started thinking like, bitch, this is the type of person you are deeply inside. You don't give a fuck.
But it might not be. It might just be a flaw that they have. Yeah,
so that's why I have to stop talking to you because I'm right now.
You know what? No, and then I'll go to the extreme, bitch. I just told you not to go to the extreme.
But then I'll come back a little later. I'll still be nice to you and everything like that. I won't be mean towards you, but I'm just not moving with you in that same aspect until I figure out why you being late upsets me so much, upsets me so motherfucking much. And how should I handle you going forward?
I guess. Okay. All right. So the fourth and last tip on how to be a loyal friend is to stand up for others when needed. So basically be a cheerleader for your friends. Like you were earlier trying to say, support me like I support you.
Right.
Be a cheerleader for them. So for example, you may have a friend that it's been slandered by someone else and you're standing there. Stand up for your friend.
Yeah.
If you're the one that sits there and lets somebody talk shit about your friend, you're a shitty friend.
Or what I do is I just walk away. I walk out the room. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be a part of this. Y'all go ahead and do what y'all need to do because that ain't got nothing to do with me. I try not to be in the middle of stuff. So when I walk in, I'll pop in a conversation. They're talking shit about somebody that I know.
But what if it's your friend? You should stand up for them.
It depends, but then also if you and I are friends, and if I'm in that circle and I pop in, you should know to shut your mouth if you know somebody is close to me. Like you should automatically just have respect, and if you don't,
but if they don't, I'll
bring it up. Now y'all know now my ass is right here. Like
you need to chill the fuck out.
Right.
So stand up for them, and even if you're with them and they're having a difficult time with something, be there for them. If they have a business, support them. Like you're a realtor. I can't just go out and buy a house, baby. Like I can't just be like, oh, you need to meet your $10 million quota, baby. Let me go ahead and get me a quick $350,000 one. That ain't gonna happen.
Right.
But I can definitely say like if a friend hits me up and is like, I need a realtor. Well, I know this realtor. You know, you can support them in that way.
And exactly, and I do for you in your podcast. I talk about your podcast every single time, and it's like whenever my friend calls me and says she need, if I'm not doing anything, yes, I don't mind.
He was on his way, and I'm like, it's hard because people don't understand how much work goes into a podcast, and for someone to actually like it and enjoy it, it takes a lot. And I do have a lot of guests, and I have a lot of more guests coming this year, and I'm lining them up, and the episodes are coming, and I'm really excited about it. Yes. But it does take a lot to get this podcast going. And when I lost my co-host, it's been very hard for me, although I love it, but it's different. So just support your friends with whatever it is that they do. If they have a clothing company and it sucks, this is when you go back up to number 2. or number one, and say, be honest, and let them know this shit, it sucks.
Yeah, friend, it ain't my style. I'll ask you. I will start asking questions so you can come to this realization on yourself. How's your sales doing? Well, what do you think the issue is? Well, what's the feedback?
I like to be more honest.
Yeah, see, I let you get to it so you don't think I'm being shady. I'm going to let you get to that point on why your business is
at
working.
first, yeah, but some people don't get the point, and they need to be told right away, like, the jewelry sucks, or that clothing, it's just awful, or you can't sing. You just can't sing.
Yeah.
Why aren't you being picked up? It has nothing to do with you. I don't know. You just suck.
Bitch, I take that singing thing a little personal because I do want to be a singer, and one day I am going to be a singer.
Okay, the day you quit everything you're doing to start singing, we're going to have a problem.
Now, bitch, I ain't dumb.
You see what I'm saying?
They make money. Yeah.
Correct. So you can that can be your side hustle. You can go to somebody's church to sing, or you can go book whatever gigs you got to book. But honey,
if you talking about, oh, bitch, I'm quitting, I'm moving to LA to try to to be discovered.
That's a problem. Like you're gonna be selling some ass in LA, baby, because that voice is not gonna get you nowhere.
Or a lot of Peter Wacker. Good song.
So stand up for your friends. Definitely be there. So in 2019, we are going to work on just being better friends to our friends. And if you do meet new friends, because some people's new goal is to meet new friends, start off being a good friend, a good person.
And I know I see a lot of stuff on social media, this viral thing about it's 2019 cutting a lot of people off and stuff like that. But, make sure you just follow these rules. We're getting to the age where it's hard and difficult for us to meet friends and all this other stuff.
We don't have too many people to cut off.
We don't have too many people to cut off. Bitch.
I start cutting off by myself.
I'm by myself too. I don't cut off a lot of people and I was like, oh, fuck, bitch. I'm by myself. Who the fuck I'm going to talk to, bitch? Right. So it's like you have to be careful with that and just try to foster those relationships until they cross lines and values that you hold so dear that you can't forgive. Then you move on. Right. I'm not saying keep toxic people in your life. And sometimes you do evolve from people. And that's fine. Your mindsets and everything evolve. So then go find your tribe. Continue to walk in your light and be who you are. And then those people will find you.
You attract. It's law of attraction, people. Baby. They will all come.
Don't change who you are to fit into any type of crowd. Fucks fitting in. We're now in a generation where fitting in is no longer popular.
I don't even fit in my pants, bitch. Right. I ain't trying to fit nowhere. If I don't fit in my pants, I don't want to fit in your group. If I'm happy with these jeans being tight as hell and this muffin top coming out, trust me, I don't want to be in your group if you don't accept me for who I am.
Look, I don't hang with these bitches because these bitches be corny. # Cardi B. That was a Cardi B quote. I'm gonna start bringing them a little bit more to you. Love you.
Bring me more Cardi. A little Trina in there too.
Right, a little
Cardi. Yes, I like that. Moving on. That's a great ending to that one.
Yes.
Unsolicited, and she a good friend.
Yeah,
remember how the whole thing happened with her
girl and she popped the fuck off on that white bitch.
That's a good friend.
Watch your mouth. Watch your motherfucking mouth. Don't you ever speak about her husband again, bitch.
That's a loyal friend.
Yes.
Cheers to her, goddammit. She know how to fuck to be a friend.
Yes.
So going to unsolicited advice, I got a letter from a listener. Love her. And it reads, "Hey, Carla, I love your podcast and your bubbly personality. It's the bubbly that makes it bubbly, baby." Let me sip on that.
She ain't lying, child. She always drinking, honey.
I need a little advice. I got you, girl. I'm not quite 30. I'm 27, but I could definitely relate to the last episode about becoming an introvert. I graduated undergrad late and fell into a bit of a rut afterwards. I used to be very sociable, loved to go out, do my hair and my makeup, dress up, but not so much anymore. Life happened in the last couple of years and I fell on hard times. I legit just go to work, I come home, see my besties maybe a couple of times a week. Sometimes I'm on my couch, screening calls and texts and watching Netflix and Hulu with my libations until it's time to go to the office on Monday. I found out yesterday libations means drinks.
Yes. I had to educate her because, sometimes gay people, we use some terms. We use vocabulary. So libations is another word for
drinks is not a vocabulary word? Fuck out of here. Continuing on with my friend over here on my advice. This is solicited advice, by the way. I have ideas of what I want to do when it comes to my health and career-wise to get back on track, but not so much with my friend and guy-wise. I want to rebuild with friends I pushed away during my depression and meet a nigga or two. I'm young and I need to be living, not existing. I've tried apps but can't get past the texting stage. I'm too old for the club. How do I pull my social media or my social and dating life back together? Send help. So we decided to dissect this a little bit. Mm-hmm. So first of all, I don't think she's a full introvert. Like, we're not introverts. Mm-hmm. I felt it, but I found the word for ours, and it's called ambivert.
Okay.
So we're a little bit of both, and I think it comes with our age. So the last episode, we say why we're a little bit of both and how we've turned kind of introverts, but we're still extroverts. Mm-hmm. So that's been going on. Let me make sure they're still recording. Okay, good. I be getting scared. I be so scared. Okay, so you're not an introvert per se. You've kind of gotten lost in yourself and your thoughts. So the rut that you've been in, it happens. You're out of school and you're not on this regimen of going to school at 8 a.m. and having 5 classes and doing this.
Your whole life has changed. Exactly. You're discovering who you are now. Who you are now outside of school.
So that rut that you're calling is just called life. That's just life taking you by the balls and saying, come on over here. You have to live it. So you're totally fine. You're done with undergrad. And she's saying, I graduated undergrad late. What is late?
Yeah.
Maybe I graduated the day before my 30th birthday.
Yeah, it's like I don't think we have a time schedule on when you graduate college. There's a lot of people that go back at 45, 60 years old and get their bachelor's degree.
And that's why I started shit, I'm 30, because it's like, shit, I'm 30. I didn't do A, B, C, and D. Who says you have to do it by then?
We need to stop comparing ourselves to people. Trust me, we have totally different instances and situations that goes on than our counterparts that have the opportunity to graduate
have
early.
Life experiences that some others didn't because they went straight to college right after high school. So don't you worry about that. That's not a problem. You used to be sociable. You love to go out, do your hair, makeup. That's still in you. That didn't go anywhere. That just, again, life took over and you had to pay bills, go to work, do class, do A, B, C, and D. And now you just haven't done it as much. It's still in you.
Just find that bitch. Find her.
Find her.
Don't let her go too. Don't let her get too lost. Now, that girl gonna take you very far. You find your beauty again.
Yes.
It's gonna open up a lot of doors.
Now I'm fine.
Bitch, you talking about me singing?
Damn. Let me stick to podcast,
girl.
Bitch.
The fuck was that?
It didn't sound good.
But no, seriously though, I know a lot of females and a lot of women, especially after they have kids and and stuff, or they get married after kids. I'm just saying, in general, women in general, they tend to let themselves go and are like, "What the fuck do I have to dress up for?" But you do. You have to dress for the life that you want,
but for yourself,
for what you want to try. Exactly.
Do you see me? I'm wearing highlighter today. I woke up, went to the gym, came back, and I said, "You know what? I'm finna get cute." Which I'm still wearing leggings and a t-shirt.
You are cute, friend. Yeah.
And my knee brace and shit. But I was just like, let me just fluff up my hair.
You have to.
Put my eyebrows
Walk
on.
past the mirror, like walking past that mirror. Ooh, damn, I'm fine. Hey, let a bitch try me. Boom. Hammer time. Hey. Yeah, Cardi B again.
Yes.
But your friend, you have to feel it. You do.
Good as fuck.
That's why I tell myself every morning, I'm a bad bitch.
When you're feeling better, people will receive that energy from you and treat you differently. And you'll treat yourself differently, which means you really are. You're going to treat yourself differently. So get back to there, put some mascara on, some lip gloss, do your hair real quick, even put a hat on. A quick sweep of your hair and put a hat on. You're cute as hell and keep it moving. It's a natural cuteness that you have yourself. And I saw your Instagram. You are beautiful.
Yes.
So she says she goes to work, comes home, sees her best friend a couple times a week. I have a news break for you again, baby. This is what it's called to be an adult.
Yeah.
This is what life really is going to be like for the rest of your life. Now that you don't have school anymore. You're going to work. You're going to go home. You're going to take care of your bills. And you're going to see your friends only sometimes.
But don't let that be your life, because what you're discovering is that you're having a hard time meeting people, meeting men, meeting people outside of what you're already doing. But you have fallen into a routine. And sometimes in order to change a pattern, you have to disrupt this pattern and do something different. Therefore, which takes us into that next thing with finding people and all this other stuff. Is that the next thing on the list? That's the
next one. Yeah. But that is what you do when you're an adult. You go to work, you go home. But now you might have to add more time into the hanging out with friends.
Yeah, you just have to change it up. I think people just get so comfortable sometimes, like especially in your 30s,
you still gotta go to work, friend.
Yeah, you still gotta go to work.
Gotta go home.
But instead of going straight home after work, like how about you set up some time to go to like Wind Down Wednesday and go by yourself and stuff like that.
Wind Down Wednesdays are fun. Happy Hour Fridays are fun.
Right.
Before you get home. So the thing is that once you get home, you don't. If you're a homebody, I get home and if I sit on that couch or on that bed, I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
And our plans are over. So before you get home, like you said, go to Wind Down Wednesday. Go to a Friday happy hour.
Or take your ass to the gym. That's what y'all should be doing instead of going out here drinking all this damn wine and eating all this food at this happy hours place.
You mean what you be doing?
Actually, I work out a lot. So, and then I don't eat that much when I go out. I probably eat a little bit and keep going. And you know this for a fact. I don't eat that cheap food.
I eat
but yeah, just change, just be around people, be a little social, take yourself, like I said, you can meet people at the gym, do workout classes. That's another way to keep you accountable and everything like that, because a workout class, yes.
Oh, if you don't have a trainer, yes.
If you don't have a trainer, go to the group classes. There's a lot of people in there, just like you be able to meet some people. So yeah.
And this will get you out of that depression and that rut that you're feeling. Working out, being out around people, it'll give you that little push that you need. Right. Now, I don't know much about this one. You said you wanted to get back with the friends that you've pushed away. I haven't really pushed anybody away. Anybody that's not here, I cut them a fuck off. It wasn't a push. It was cut. So I don't want them back. But you pushed some people that you brought back. And also she said she wants to meet a nigga or two. I already got one. If I go out and meet a couple more, I'm going to get my ass cut up.
So to talk about, some friends that you pushed away, you have to understand your friends know who you are and stuff like that. So you should be comfortable enough to tell them exactly what was going on with you.
Be honest.
Hey, hey, I want to talk to you. Can you sit down? Don't send a motherfucking text message. Don't even have a phone call. Like, especially since you push them away. Feelings are best portrayed when you are conveyed when you are face to face with people. They can actually feel your emotions and feel your sincerity, and you can actually feel that from them as well. So sit down, have a drink with them.
Yeah.
Take them out to eat to lunch and tell them exactly and just be open. Like, hey, this is the situation that caused me to push you away. Either it was something with me or it was something with you.
And then don't stay on that by itself. Like, this happened. Now this is how I want to fix it now.
Exactly.
This is how I want to go forward. Yes. Don't sit there and meddle in the depression and the sad parts and why everything happened. This happened because A, B, C, and D. This is where I want to go now. Will be my friend while, like, rebuilding again.
Exactly.
And they'll be there. And now, how do you meet a nigga or two after that?
And do it when you're comfortable. Now this is my game, but a lot of women, y'all might want to take notes, okay? I'm about to give you you bitches some game on how to get a man, and I'm get a good man, okay?
Let's see if you're right.
So now, in order to meet a man and everything like that, you have a hard time, and I know a lot of y'all talking about online dating and how horrible it is. Mainly when men are online dating, they're basically looking for a quick FUCK. That's it.
90% of them.
90% of them, it's very rare that you catch them. So it's like weeding through all that trash to try to find a good man that's going to exhaust you and make you hate and make you think that it ain't no nigga out there for you, which there is.
Mandy know good and well that I'm live and this bitch calling me. She done entered this live, saw me live, and now she want to go and call me and disrupt the goddamn live.
So, we talked about dressing up and all this other stuff. Dress up and take yourself and go sit at a restaurant or sit at a wine bar by yourself. Do not have no fucking wingman. You do not need a wingman, okay? Especially when you go to a nice bar. And I'm not talking about going to no damn Fridays. Go, here we got one apart. Go to like a hot spot in where you live, right? A area where prestigious men go for happy hour when people are just off work, okay? You sit there by your drink or yourself your first drink, and what will end up happening is you'll catch the attention of the guys around. They will end up come up and talk to you because men being hunters.
So you can't be with one friend?
No, don't be with any because
you're going to look like a gold digger. Men,
not.
Okay, this is
Men, I'm telling you, man, don't think that way.
Yes, they do. You're looking for other men. But you're looking for other men.
But even then, it's a parallel life. Sometimes feminine men think the exact same way you do, or men are
not always.
I'm telling you, it does not.
And you're not a feminine man.
You're not, but I'm not talking about me being a feminine man. I'm just talking about men in general, like dating. It's just because we're gay don't mean we don't use the same practices.
I think it's totally fine to go out by yourself, but a lot of people will perceive it as being out there trying to find somebody.
It was just like, why are you here? Oh, I decided to stop here for a drink after work. This place is close, and I always want to stop here and see what it's about. It's just me stopping in. That's a great conversation
starter. You can also be with a friend.
And then when you're with a friend, what it is, you and your friend are paying attention to each other. You're not paying attention to what's around you, and people are less likely to come and try to interrupt what you have going on. People are afraid to come and break up groups. For one, that's a lot of pressure, and no one is going to do that. You think you're going to be judged. It is a group, girl. It is not.
So let's talk to the fellas. If you see two girls and you're interested in one,
don't listen to Carla. Carla has been in her relationship for a very long time. She has not dated in her 30s. I'm telling you, for my friends that have found a man and a good man, what they have told me, I have found some very great people to meet and sit my ass at a bar by myself.
You're a man.
Women, it does not matter. Women, it is that same thing.
I like going out to the bar by myself, and I do it still in a relationship. I do it a lot of times. And men do come up to me and talk to me. I talk to them because it's...
Okay, and you're by yourself. But when you go out with your group of friends, especially...
Yes, it happens too. They do talk to me still.
They wait. Even when I'm out with my friends and stuff like that, they are just... They're less likely...
If you're out with your homegirls, they clearly think you're our man. And if you're out with a whole bunch of niggas, it's just there's too many niggas.
Okay, and then also when my homegirls go out with one of their girlfriends and stuff like that,
they get picked up.
It depends on where you're going. I'm telling you, go to an intimate place to find a man of some class and sophistication. Now, if you're taking your ass to a fucking club and stuff like that, yeah, have a wing buddy. Men, they drinking differently on a total different thing. They can come up to two people, though. Right? But if you're go to a restaurant, go after happy hour, and go to a place where it's a big company that's around there as well, right? Where most of those execs would go, and you'll be able to find a man. That's my 2 cents.
That's so, friend. That's how you're gonna get it back together. I think this is plenty of help for you, and I think you'll be just fine. I saw your Instagram, and you're beautiful. But we have to get real quick because we got some shit to say. Shit talk. So the shit talk this week is for anyone on social media or at home that is outraged about the fact that the government has shut down only for the reason that they will not be receiving their income tax returns. Check.
Oh, bitch. Yeah, I totally forgot about this.
Yes, we're going to talk about this real quick because every time during income tax time, we're talking about all of them income tax ballers. Y'all don't realize if you are receiving big checks for your returns, it's because you are not making a lot of money during the year. AKA, you are poor. You are broke. You should not be bragging about the fact that you got $10,000 in returns because it means you're not making a lot of money during the year. The government's basically telling you, you live below the normal or the average. I need to help your ass out. And what you're getting back from them, it's not money from them. It's money that you spent already.
Yeah, they're holding your money and it's not collecting any interest whatsoever.
Right. So 3 quick things that I want to say about this before I give you a little bit more shit is a large income tax refund. It's an interest-free loan to the government. Basically, you just gave the government that don't give a fuck about you because most likely about 90% of who's listening to this people of color. They don't give a shit about you for anything else, but they taking your money out of your check and taking it interest free. You could be getting that money and putting it into a high interest bearing account and investing it that way. If you're seeing it as an investment, as a savings account, you can put on your W-2 or your W-4 that you want that money taken out and not put for the government. Take it out. It won't make a huge difference every check because you're looking at $5,000 over 52 checks.
Exactly.
You know, if you get paid
weekly or bi-weekly is 26.
Right. So it's not going to be a shit ton, but if on a weekly basis you put that into an account, man, that'll make a worlds of difference when you're putting it into a CD or into a high interest.
You better preach, accountant. Yes.
So this is my money part. Number 2, it's your motherfucking money. So what you so excited about the government giving you this money? Well, I got this money. It's your fucking money, bitch.
Exactly.
It's nobody else's money but yours.
Listen, Trina said it best. You ball on the weekend, I ball a whole month. Because I'm not paying. What I do is I pay my taxes at the end of the year, exactly the amount that I owe based off of how much I've written off and all this other stuff and how much money I make. This is how much I owe the government. Here's your check at one time. You're not going to just be taking money out.
Right. Well, do you do it quarterly?
No, I actually do yearly. I'm going to start transitioning to do. Now, I'm not the best person to take financial advice when it comes to taxes. I'm just not getting my shit together when it comes to my taxes. But yeah.
So I help you guys out. If you have a business, definitely pay your taxes on a quarterly basis.
You definitely should.
It is the best thing coming from an accountant to you. Pay your taxes if you're in a 1099 or if you're a business owner. Quarterly. You don't want to wait until the end of the year when the taxes are doing now. It's a huge amount and you didn't save up for it. And if you're not great with money management, it sucks.
So for business wise, I make sure I take out a portion of every closing and put it aside for a tax account anyway. That is collecting interest. So when I get ready to pay my taxes, I pay it out of the account. That's the best business practices that I can give you when it comes to paying your taxes.
Right. And then one more thing that has to do with the second one. Basically, what happens when you get a large refund? Basically, the government held on to your money interest-free over the past year. They did whatever the fuck they wanted to do with it. So the wall is going to be building this. They're not going to give you a tax return, and it's going to go towards this wall. And what do you get in return? Nothing. You just get your money back. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Now y'all motherfucking ass is waiting. All this, you don't know when the government is going to start
paying out these terms.
Now? Exactly.
You took that money out.
It's your money and you need it now. And Trump is saying, fuck your money. It's my money, bitch. And I'm going to pay you when I get ready to until y'all motherfuckers give me my wall.
Right.
That's exactly what he just said.
And then just real quick, I'm going to give you guys on the show notes. So if you're listening to the show, you literally will go and I'm going to give you the straight tip. I wrote an entire blog about how to choose a tax preparer. Tax season is another time when these ballers come on and it's like, oh, I'm out here balling with these tax returns. I'm filing for you. Listen, these tax offices that pop up during this time is nothing but business owners that are smart, that got the money, and they have workers under them. And they don't work a full 12 months of time. They don't do tax preparing on a quarterly basis for people.
Right.
They only do this from January until April 15th. And who do they have working? Strippers, scammers, drug dealers, trainers.
Preach,
they have, come on now.
Come on.
Bartenders, bottle girls, people that don't know what the fuck, and you're giving them your life's business, your social security number, how many kids you got, where you live. Ma'am.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
No type of education whatsoever on how to properly do fucking taxes. They decided to wake up today and be like, you know what? It's a lot of money in this. I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Or not only that, the club ain't popping.
The club ain't popping. Yes, it's slow season. But, it's income tax time. Y'all got money. Y'all finna go buy bottles like a motherfucker. This is the time. But
that doesn't come until February.
Into February, right.
In March, because although the government is shut down, guys, until mid-February is when the checks start getting cut anyway. So we don't know how long this government shutdown is going to take, but you wouldn't get it right now anyway. So they still have another month to figure it out over there in Washington.
Right.
They're like, oh, but they say it might take years. You know what? It doesn't matter. First of all, you should have taken that money out beforehand and not taken it as, oh, it's a savings account. That's number one. But number two, don't panic yet. If by February they come back to work, you'll get your checks. It's fine, and you have all the way to April. And if it happens a little bit longer, you weren't dying before it.
Exactly.
So you're just
keep
fine.
living your thing. Use your taxes to sell people and take them to the next level.
Right. So what you're gonna see in this post is that basically you need, before you choose someone, you need to check their qualifications. Do they do this year round? How long have they been doing it for? Who are they? First of all, check their history. Have they ever been flagged for anything? Are they an attorney with the state bar? Do they have a CPA? Have they ever been checked? Check the Better Business Bureau. All these things. Ask about service fees. There's no reason why you should be paying more than $150, tops $200 if you just have a regular W-2. You don't own a home and you don't have any kids.
Yeah, exactly.
No reason.
You should be paying all this money.
They should not say they're taking they should not be saying they're going to take a percentage of what you're getting back. That is the biggest flag run. If they're offering you a cruise, if they're offering you a free cruise,
you better call them out, Jesus.
That is not where you want to go. You can buy yourself a goddamn cruise. That is not what you want.
Right. People like free shit and pay. We spend so much money for free shit. That is so crazy to me. But yeah.
So you ask about the fees that they're charging. You shouldn't have to pay more because you have more. No. Check those fees. Ask them to e-file your return. There's no reason why they should be doing paper returns in 2019.
Right.
It is not necessary. They should not be doing it. They should be e-filing your return so you can look at it. There's more than 1.2 billion taxes filed. Don't do it. Make sure that the preparer is available after April 15th.
Exactly, because if your ass get audited, who you going to run to?
90% of these pop-up places that have people on April 16th, they are gone.
They're on vacation, bitch. I know most of them. Their ass is over in China somewhere, spending about 2 weeks.
And they don't come back until January 1st of 2020, baby.
Exactly.
So if your tax preparer is not available and not still working at the same place after April 15th, that is not who you want to go to.
Exactly.
Number 6. Provide records and receipts. The whole last pay stub thing is a scam. Do not go in there with your last pay stub. That is not the information they need. They might be able to get you an estimate.
Yeah. But
do not file your returns with your last pay stub. And not only that, it is against the IRS e-file rules. It is illegal. You don't fuck with the fucking IRS.
Right. Yeah.
Don't do that. Never sign a blank return. Never. Now we all should know this, but I just feel like you still gotta say it because you go into an office and they're like, oh, they're in a building, they have a shirt on with the name on it and a name tag. That don't mean shit. They give you a blank return, and it happens very often. Oh, go ahead and sign this. I'll let you know how it's gonna go. No. Right. Run, bitch.
Right.
Run. Review your return before signing it. Make sure that the papers have their PTIN. So that's a number that tax preparers have, and report any abuse of preparers in the IRS. They are all broken down into this blog post that I have, and it goes more into detail. I'll sign it, go into it. Now, if you're getting $10,000 in a return, what the fuck can you do with that $10,000, fucking Anthony?
You can go ahead and put it into a house. Like I was talking about yesterday, it takes $7,000. That's a down payment on a $200,000 house, right? You guys
$7,000. If you have 2 kids, you getting $7,000 back.
If you are getting a tax return, put that money that will create generational wealth and invest it properly. And like I said, the real estate market is the perfect way. Why not pay yourself to live in your own home with the money that you already gave the IRS to hold for you? I mean, in the first place. So yeah,
you know, your neighbors down the street, they're good because their parents owned a house and left it to them. They don't sold it. They got the equity out of it. We need to leave wealth for our kids, our family. Invest that money. Gucci shoes aren't going anywhere. Gucci ain't giving you shit. The moment you take that, just like a car, it depreciates.
It depreciates quickly. Very quickly.
The moment you put them on your feet, they're worth nothing.
You take a picture on the gram, you only can wear that 2 more times.
And all you taking a picture for 100 likes. Is
that. But buy a fucking house. Buy a house and see how that continues to pay you.
You know how many likes you gonna get when you're standing in front of that house and that sold sign?
You know how much respect that you get? How much better your life? People that are homeowners actually live better lives than people that are not. They live longer lives. They're more healthier. They're less stressed than people that are renting.
Yes. So get a place that you can afford. So he was saying $7,000 get you a $200 house. You might be able to afford a $150,000 townhome.
Exactly.
You might be able to afford a condo. Whatever it is, get it for you. It might not be a mansion, or it could be just a 2-bedroom home, but you start off with that and you're going to get equity off of it. Don't sit here and waste your $7,000 that you're getting in a lump sum this year on some bullshit.
Popping bottles. Don't do that shit.
God damn
Don't
it.
do that
This damn
shit.
bottle of Ciroc costs $45 and you pay $250.
You pay $250 for it.
You know what? It was all great when I was working. But now I'm going to tell you what I really thought about it. It's bullshit.
Y'all old as hell now. Y'all better stop doing that.
Right. If you're listening to this, you're not between the ages of 18 and 25.
Mm-hmm.
You're not.
Yeah.
So the ones that I'm speaking to right now, you too damn old. You should have already been through that. And if you haven't been through it, it's nothing more. There's nothing special about it. Go and buy a bottle and pop it with your friends.
And pop it with your friends, right. Matter of fact, split that motherfucking bottle between your friends. I don't give a fuck how much money I got. I'm going to ask y'all got money on this? Y'all got money?
Get a
Unless
group of
I'm
6
celebrating
people.
something that I want to, like, you know what, bitch, let me go ahead and do this.
Then you should have friends that want to split it with you anyway.
Exactly.
You know what? Split it. It's still a waste of money because you guys can do a lot more. But if you want that, then go and get you 1-2 bottles, split it between 10 people. The bottle girl's gonna talk shit about you. Or they gonna talk shit about you. But who the fuck cares?
I don't give a fuck, bitch.
Because you're not there every single week.
Exactly. What the fuck I look like?
For the ones that are there every week, splitting bottles, yeah, that makes it look even worse. But if you're there for a special occasion, you want to pop that bottle, split it between however many people, it's cool. Make sure you tip your girls. Tip them bottle girls.
I talk all
tip
this
them.
shit. I don't pay for no bottles. All the bottles I pop be popped for me. They be free. That's what happens. I hang with bad bitches that know a lot of good men with money, and me too, bitch. So.
Right. So this year we're gonna do better because we know better. If you're hearing this, you can't say you didn't know. I told you. And if you have any questions about your taxes, I will not file your taxes for you. I will send you somewhere that does them, and I will give you whatever advice that I can professionally. I'm also not going to go into your personal stuff. I will give you generalized things.
Right.
All right. So, Anthony, how can they find you so they can buy a house with the goddamn return they're about to get?
So, there's a couple ways you can find me. For one, it's my website where you can search the MLS and find any home that's on the market and just check it out and you communicate with me there. BertramEstates.com. Bertram is spelled B as in boy, ERTRAM. Estates, ESTATES.com. Or you can find me on Instagram, Tony_the_realtor, or on Facebook at Anthony Bertram. Okay?
Yes. And you guys be on the lookout because this year, 2019, next month, my goal is to bring you guys an ebook on how to start a podcast. If you're a blogger, if you have something to say, if you have a business and you want to talk about it, you need to start a podcast. I'm going to put out an ebook with 10 steps from idea to launch. You'll get that together and then you can still book your consultation one-on-one with me, 60 minutes. So once you have that ebook, or beforehand, book it and I'll sit there and brainstorm with you and give you all the tips and tricks that I know to start your podcast and tell you exactly how to do it from idea to launch. So you can find that soon. I will let you guys know when it's going to drop. But the consultations are still going. I already had my first couple of ones this year.
My friend
Get
is just
yourself,
doing it.
yes, get yourself on that schedule. We're gonna get this done together because I think podcasting is huge right now, and I have a giveaway coming up soon. I don't know all the details on it, but we will get it together. Thank you, Anthony, for coming.
I love you, girl. Thank you so much for having me.
I done wasted your time yesterday.
You did not. You did
but
not.
we had some good drinks and we figured out that one thing that came out of it. We got a good drink out of it.
What, that coconut cocktail?
Yes.
Yes, at CC.
I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye, y'all.